Okay, so welcome everyone, and assalamu alaikum to all of you people. Everyone, assalamu alaikum, vanakkam, and in French, how do you call welcoming people? Okay, French or anything in Japanese. People who knows Japanese, not the French, kaurari nada. Okay, welcoming all of you people. Okay, bonjour, right. So, welcome all of you guys. Okay, welcome for a JIT seminar series. Okay, on the JIT program covering up both theory and paper. First of all, apologies on a slight alteration in the time. We were supposed to start at 1:45, but we had some power outage and small technical issues to Tibba. So, and then I have to change the place. Okay, Tibba Tanami, when Tanakatami, I have to do the classroom. So that's why we are going on with the JIT for you. Right. Today we will be going through with the theory and revision too. First of all, what is JIT? Why are we doing it? Is it really important in there? Okay. Will I be able to cover up all the chapters on time? Okay. And will I be able to do papers? Okay. And so how are we going to support it? So we're going to talk about in today's classroom. Happy to see you all back again. Okay, I can also find our existing old students are really no. So welcoming all of you people. Okay, and you might have a PDF, my PDF. They got daladibba in our website, which is the theory short note PDF, and then a practical workbook PDF. They got them. So may they come over and website taking you all can download too. So let me tell you how to download that first of all. Okay, and afterwards I'll be taking it one by one young okay into the lesson of JIT. Right, so it's going to be full of diagrams today. Okay, so let me start about first of all getting the materials from the LMS. So this is our website. Looks nice. Okay, website right. So when the website okay, you can access it through www.riyazict.com or you can access through www.lms.riyazict.com. When my website taking once you accessed in there, so we have JIT, okay, Maestro's JIT's masterclass. So when make I will click run So in the month of November, we are doing this masterclass series in it. So you can click view and within a view nama, you will be able to find the materials and also the links. Okay, for the current session link, okay, you all have joined throughout in here and within a theory pack and a paper pack is there. Today's day one seminar, we will be going through with the theory. Day two seminar, which I'll be doing it on a past paper, that's going to be on next week, Tuesday. So check it out on that too. Okay. Tapi day two also, okay, for a reference, I included okay the last year paper discussion. So I have a lot of last year papers, materials, discussions, recordings, tibba. I'll also upload those okay one by one. Today's classroom recording materials okay, annotated PDF. I will be uploading in okay the LMS itself, which you all can access it. So this is a short okay short explanation on accessing the materials from the LMS. Sounds okay? Can thumbs up for all of you people? All good to go. Thumbs up to all the people in there. Nice. Awesome. Good. Right. So, okay, we have some size also there. Have thumbs up in it. Right. Okay, good. Hari. Next thing, okay, हमारा गोड़ा काम message करना, okay, to go through. Okay, so next thing is what is JIT? Okay, so before we commence off, okay, shall we have a quick, okay, a poll, natang a kind of a quick feedback from people, okay, those who all have come from different stream. So this is the first time I'll be able to interact with all the students, okay, from different fields. So even if you are a science, art, okay, commerce students here, tech student here, you will have to come for this JIT. Okay, they will have more meet, So people from the commerce stream, can we have a raise up down? People, those who are from the commerce stream. commerce people. Okay, commerce stream, those who are doing accounting, business studies, economics, same natang ICT. So we have a plenty of commerce stream students that they also have joined with us for today. Good. Hari. People who are from okay, joining commerce stream people, eight of us say. Okay, let's have another people who are from okay, the science or max stream. Okay, so all these how the meter case set meter people, science or max stream, Katti. Welcome for you all too. So Nammala science answer. Nice. Fakhri, happy. We also have some our old people also there. It's going to be fun. And we're going to have some nice time. We're going to learn JIT also in an interesting way. So we have people who are from art stream. Okay, all these art people. Okay, media, tech. Okay, ICT, mm, political science. Okay, literature, art people. Okay, so welcoming all of you people. Now, no matter what stream you are doing, okay, you might have your compulsory subjects. Along with those compulsory subjects, okay, there will be three other different okay subsidiary subjects. Okay, three okay maybe we can do compulsory tamai. These are subjects to be done. Three different subjects are to be taken. They have made it compulsory. So what are those subjects? General English, which you all have to do it for your A level examination. Second one is general knowledge paper, GK paper. Other than okay, they will give you different kind of questions. Okay, GK paper is always fun. Why? Soon after the exam finishes in there, you will see lot of WhatsApp. Okay, you will be able to see status. Okay, they will ask more retarded kind of questions in it. Okay, who was the okay, captain who took the cricket World Cup? Okay, 2000. Hari, that's a part. Okay, then you have the last subject called as JIT, General Information Technology. It's a compulsory subjects to be done, okay, taken in your A level for students, those who are perceiving IT. So even though you do IT or not, you'll have to take it. Even though a single medium or a Tamil medium student have to take general English, but this doesn't have an impact on your final result, but they have made it compulsory for students to take it. Okay, result kaduna kila ogalang is score reka your university in himane, but it's a subject where you are supposed to write it okay externally. So it's also one of such compulsory subject ekak. Private medium students if they want they can apply it because it won't affect your result in a godaka optional karala. If they say jitte karar tamai ogalang result hadin nikilaga, then everyone will be doing it, but it's a compulsory subject where this does not affect your final result. So in the katti koda kaiga skip karna, but school students they have made it compulsory. Okay, so school students they have made it compulsory. Adoro, apart from that, it's another side we do have. You will understood, okay, as a clear image. Now, what is JIT? Next point. Next point is JIT is going to be your O level, okay, grade 10 and 11, okay, syllabus. So covering up across all the grade 10 and 11 syllabus is this JIT is all about. We learn all the basic components of grade 10. We learn all the basic components of grade 11. Okay, and afterwards we will be going into the concept of okay A level also. So podda A level in just it. So first we have designed that okay, JIT consists of 8 chapters. So eight chapters tigama mama ogulanta dendatamai I have come here. So my duty for you all today is teaching the whole theory at once. So I have given a short note. So we do have a short note for you all under the JIT. May short note take you have all the required okay materials okay for that lesson. The whole syllabus I have given as a short note in an interesting way. When me short note take ogalanta download karla reference karaganda full one. I'm going to teach the short note, but I'm not going to read it. It's going to be boring. If I'm going to read it, it's going to be boring for you all. So what we will be doing it is I will be okay okay what we will be doing it is I will be drawing it as a diagram. Omega diagram I'm going to take the whole lesson. We're going to draw mind maps so that it's easy for you all to study. This is as part of my revision series. Okay, revision class එකක් මෙහෙම තමයි design කරලා තියෙන්නේ. I will be giving a short note, but if I'm trying to explain the short note, it's going to be boring. So what I'll do it is I'll entirely, okay, I'll redesign the complete short note into a mind map. So what are we going to do it today? We're going to study the whole syllabus together with diagrams. Sounds okay? So we're going to have diagrams for each and every sections. Understood? Any questions before we commence in? And then make a theory exam pass and next week we'll do papers. Okay, there is another book, okay, which is the workbook. I will be discussing all the questions in here. Literally almost all the questions I'll be discussing with you guys. Untouched part also I'll be discussing with you guys one by one, and hopefully we'll be able to go through. Very interesting ones තමයි තියෙන්නේ. We'll see one by one. Real world answers use කරලා කරනවා. මේක තමයි full pack එක. We have to go through questions. We have some older questions also. අපි හැම question එකක්ම discuss කරමු together. Sounds okay? Thumbs up. All of you all done and dusted. තේරුණාද concept එක? So this is what I'm going to do it කියලා. Perfect. Happy? Good to go. Nice. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, I'm going to go through with mind maps. So whole session, I'm going to draw it using diagrams. So the whole session, I'm going to go through with diagrams. So JIT take a mind map one. Right. So the first topic we are going to talk about is going to be the fundamentals. So I'm going to go topic wise, one by one topic wise. I'll be going through with you all. So the first one which I'm going to explain is going to be known as the fundamentals. The first topic, fundamentals of computers. And each and every chapter will have some fun games to make this JIT lesson little bit interactive, not boring. Okay, we'll have some discussions. Okay, so what is the fundamental of computers? If you take a computer, computer a PC this is what a computer is all about. Okay, this computer is capable of, okay, this computer is designed in such a way to get data from the user or to take input from the user. Why am I drawing that kind of a diagram? To get input from the user, and the computer is capable of processing it and giving you what? Output. So the computer is designed to get input from the user. It would process data and give you output. A computer is a processing unit. A computer can process data, can calculate data. Right. Calculate karana puluwan. So most of the time we input what? Data. The computer is capable of getting all the data, performing calculation and giving you what? Information. Okay, the computer is capable of getting data in, processing those data and giving you meaningful information. Right. If this is a part in there, what do you mean by data? Data is a collection of meaningless facts. Okay, information is a collection of meaningful, okay, meaningful facts. Yeah, meaningful. Whereas data are meaningless, information is meaningful. Example, we'll take it like this. Okay, for an example, you guys are going on a road. Bus again. Okay, set tag. Okay, let's assume you are going on a bus. And suddenly, have you ever, anyone who have experienced such situation going in a bus, some abnormal situations, some opposite gender come and try to touch your hand. Yeah, the same gender sometimes. Opposite gender same gender variada day. They will touch the hand in there. Okay, anyone who have experienced such situation, Fakhri, illa. Okay, other mother they might touch it in there. Another mari. Okay, so even another case, kata vela tina bus. එහෙම එකත් එක්කම තව concept එකක් තියෙනවා. You might have got a number. Okay, mostly girls might have got it. Okay, so කවුරු හරි කෙනෙක් number එකක් දානවා. මෙන්න මේ වගේ they will take a number like this. මේව ගන්නවා. They will fold it in this way. Okay, මෙහෙම ලියලා okay, and they might throw it. Fakhri, any experience of throwing like this? One fellow did I trample the leg with one heel. Ayyo, ayyo. Okay. So once you get this kind of a chit like this, okay, the girls normally act as if this is like a shit. Oh my god, these boys are always doing this. Okay, how many boys are coming and giving me numbers? So, මෙන්න මේ number එක if you take it, මෙන්න මේ වගේ දාලා තිබ්බොත් okay. Grama Sevaka. So if you have this number like this, okay, this data is basically known as what? If they have given a number, basically this number is meaningless. Why? The person who gave the number, we have no idea why he gave the number. Okay, is he asking a proposal, or is he trying to kidnap us, or is he in a danger, or is he doing any marketing, or is he any selling anything? கடன் கேக்குறானா பைத்தியமா okay another mari we don't know what is it. So this number that person have given is basically okay data meaningless fact. Okay kada meaningless කියලා කියන්නේ. Okay, has no value, right? Then the computer is capable of processing those data and giving you information. That is where you don't give this number. මෙන්න මේ වගේ number එකක් දුන්නොත් the chances of getting accepted is very low. So what we can do? You go and give a book like this. මෙන්න මේ වගේ tube මේ වගේ එකක් දෙනවා කොලයක්. In that කොලේ උඩ ගහලා තියෙයි biodata, name, address, telephone number, height, weight, okay, previous educational qualification, experience. හරිද? අන්න ඒ වගේ ඔක්කොම details දාලා තියෙයි. Did you get it? මේ වගේ හැම detail එකක්ම දාලා they might have a paper like this. Now that we call it as what? Information. So this report is what? An information. Okay, මේ වගේ biodata එකක් දුන්නොත් okay, so wait, there's a question student who dropped a message in there. Okay, what will you do? What will you do if you get a biodata? So next time if you give a number, you started trampling your leg, no? But what will you do if that person give you a biodata? So I slap him, sir. Okay, so that is we call it as what? Information. This one has a value. Okay, so if you enter your marks, that's data. Your report is okay. Their report is information. Did you all understand these two? So computer is capable of getting these data, calculating it, and giving you information. Okay, make it right. So Fakhri, next time if you get a chance, go for it. Don't give data, it won't be accepted, but give information. Right. When the data and information process karanda, we have devices. Okay. Right. May data and information process karanda, what you do have? We have devices. Okay, so input this data and information process karanda. Yes, we do have devices are there. So let's see what are the devices which you can input and output data. So if you take mouse, keyboard are devices which you can input data. So can you help me out with other data also? Can you help me out with other forms of okay, devices which you can input data? Data dan use karna devices, any other devices? So if mouse and keyboard are there, anything else? Nice. Some are saying graphic tablet, very good. Okay, light pen, graphic tablet, a microphone, table illa tablet tablet, a microphone, okay, a scanner, very good. These are known as input devices. Devices which you can also get output data, printer, monitor, and a speaker. So this is also different types. Printer के देखा ना, two types of printers are there: impact printers and non-impact printers. Two types of printers are there. So ये बात आप actually just know the differences in there. Okay, so these are what are the different type of devices we use. Sounds clear? All good to go. Nice. You can also process data in two ways. Processing can happen in real time processing, and you can also process data as batch processing. What is this real time processing and batch processing? Example, I have my card, and when I swipe the card on a credit card, I'm swipe karama. Okay, make card swipe karama, the transaction happens in instantly, real time. So the moment that you enter, the system started processing data. That's we call it as real time. But sometimes, okay, you want process the data at once, you collect all the data together and then you process. That's we call it as a batch processing. So ATM transaction is real time. Okay, ATM transaction is real time. Flight schedule or flight updates, that happens in real time. Stock, that happens in real time. But as a batch kumadyanni, exam results. Okay, bank statements. Do you get bank statement daily? No, end of the month. So together they collect everything and they give the credit card bank statement. Bill payments, so utility bills, utility, exactly. Nice one. Utility bills are batch. So it happens together. Processing at once, processing happens in together. Under the lesson fundamentals of computer, this is the section we have. So I hope this style is interesting. No? So we are going to take chapter by chapter and do the whole syllabus revision as an image. So you are also going to write with me, okay, as a whole lesson. Mama image wise dinna. Make important details I have given in the short note. Take over refer karagatta thari. Sounds okay. So short note is given for you all to refer more. The same short note I have given you all here, okay, with images. This is our revision lesson style later. Right? So can I give you around 5 minutes in there? Okay, and copy it down. Doubts we'll have a small chat. Okay, questions there. Games there. We'll do it one by one. There was a question. So short note, not enough note. Yes, short note. If you want to study more, you go for the short note. And I'll be doing questions with you all. Don't worry, okay? Won't give up like that easily. I questions karnava. Okay, we'll be doing. I won't do only one session. Might do two session in Q&A. I might do two sessions for you. Okay, देखा कोई I'll help you all. Hi, people. Yes, I'm clearing it up. So I haven't done O level ICT and also A level. Will it be and A level also? No, no, Raja. I'm teaching you already na. From basic man kelthina. Band ba. Done and dusted. Awesome, good. Completed. Okay, shall we go over the next part? So this is the first section under JIT. Okay, the fundamentals of computers. Me again, every single chapter, I'll explain you with diagram. There was a question, sir, can you explain some more about input devices? These are different devices we use in our computer. Hope everyone knows about mouse and keyboard. We can categorize as input and output. Devices which sends data into the computer, devices that gets data out from the computer. Mainly for output devices, there are only three: speaker, printer, monitor. A projector also output device comes under printer. Okay. But there are plenty of input devices: mouse, keyboard, light pen, graphic tablet, microphone, camera, CCTV, sensors, and touch screen. Very good. Touch screen, and right. Sounds okay. Okay. Today, end of the session, you will be able to get an overview of all the JIT lessons, including the discussions to joystick. Awesome, eh? Good one. Hari. So let's get into the next topic. The next topic is going to be databases. Shall I go for the next one or do you all need more time? Mama, end of the session, I will be also uploading these materials, but ogolang liyan namatik. So you will be able to have it in your head. Nata amatak rayo ogolanta. Hey, Natamai, I'm also making you all to write it with me. Pakka done and dusted. So JIT is easier than O level. Okay, papers करना కూడా కూడా బలం మనం పేపర్ బలాన దవస్ దిక్కకోవాలంటే డిస్కషన్ నే కర్లా దేనా ఓకే మమ్మ దవస్ దిక్కకోవాలంటే డిస్కషన్ నే కర్లా దేనా right. So let's get into the next part. Next one is going to be the topic called as database. JIT take next one. JIT mind map. The next topic is going to be database. So these are all topics headings tamai karanne. This is like how we do the revision class. Okay, I redesigned my whole revision class in this style. We are going through with what questions. Okay, our diagrams in the maybe revision class good so because okay, I feel that going diagram is much more easy for you all to learn it and remember. Okay, right. So database. So what do you mean by database? Now we know that okay, we call about data a collection of raw facts. अभी मैं database का क्या किया ना? It's basically a collection of data. When you collect data together, we call it as database. Collection of data are known as a database. This database can be either manual database or electronic database. Electronic and manual, right? Right. All these database can be structured. They have their own arrangement. How you might have arranged the database, we call it as the arrangement of database, known as a model. Arrangement of database. Now, okay, how you have placed the table, chair, okay, where the garage is there, where is the washroom, kohe the tina dinner table, like kohe the veranda ka tine, are map ka tina wane, adukata models. There are plenty of different models. Okay, we have models such as relational database, object-oriented database, flat file, hierarchical network, 2D, 3D, matrix, plenty of different structures are there. A database is a collection of data. When you collect large amount of data, we call it as a database. You can use these database to process information. So Google has a database in it. A database can be electronic database or manual. In your mobile phone, okay, your notes are manual. In your mobile phone, your gallery is electronic. Okay, the way the database is arranged, we call it as a model. One such model we call it as a relational database. One such model we call it as a relational database. Relational database used to collect the data and tabulate them. What is tabulate? Relational database used to collect data and tabulate them. Convert into table. Convert data into tables. Okay, think about a scenario like this. Okay, you have a table like this. මෙහෙම table එකක් තියෙනවා. You have a table in this way. I'm going to call this table as student table. Student table. This one I'm going to call it as the project table. In the student table, I'm going to say I have student ID, name of the student, age of the student, and city. Put some random data. S1, S2, S3. Okay, Haifa, Fahri, Parzi, just a random data, right? No reason. Age 18, 17, and 18. Kandy, Colombo, and Jaffna. Right. Now this is a table. Relational database used to do it. It used to collect the data and put it into a table. P1, P2, P3. We'll say the name of the project. Okay, we will say the name of the project. Project name. I'll say the project is on okay, science project tech project and then media project This is what projects are all about. Now, if these two tables are tabulated, they should be connected, no? Relational database not only convert the data into table, but also table and also relate them together. Also and also relate it, connect it, also connect them together. Okay, link and link them together. මේක තමයි relational database කියලා කියන්නේ. So what is this linking part කියලා කියන්නේ මොනවද? Okay, since you have separate table, if they wanted to share the data, they will be linked. Okay, they will be linked together. मैं देना link करना link करामा they are capable of sharing the data. You take two mobile phones. Okay, you take a mobile phone here, you take another mobile phone like this. Okay, phones දෙකම ළඟට තිබ්බාම they are capable of sharing the data. මේ phone දෙකම ළඟට තිබ්බාම they are capable of sharing the data. මේකට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ what is it? Linking. Okay, a separate table, another table, may they they are capable of sharing the data. Why do we need to share the data? So that you don't need to repeat it again. If I'm like, I don't need to tell the data again. I can just simply share it. Okay, YouTube Dropbox share. So the same data will be used in another place. Make a link now. So how do you link them? So we come into the next one. This linking part is known as a relationship. How do you link it? Link. So how you link you take any column of this table, you put it to here. Or you take any column from the other table and you put it to here. It's basically if I want to link it, I have to use one of that. Okay, I have to use that entry. So what I'll do it in here is I'll use the student ID, which is available here in the project table. I'll use the student ID in what table? Project table. P2, P3, P1. Now these two tables are linked. When you are linking there, I can be able to share the data. So relational database, let me explain it again. It's a type of a database. What is a database? Collection of data. Okay, it's a type of a database which used to convert the data into table and connect them together. Share them together. So that you don't need to repeat it. For example, let's assume you as an individual. Okay, if you go to apply for a bank account, if you go and want to apply for an exam, if you want and going to apply for an interview, maybe a driving license, maybe a politician party, maybe you're opening a new business, කොහේ වුණත් as you individual ඔගලන්ගේ ඔයාගේ data share කරනවා නම් we will share our ID number. We will simply share our ID number in all these places. Even taking what's a room, okay, even taking a room, okay, what do you do? We will share it with the other people. So you can share karagana. So that's what we call it as what? Okay, we call it as sharing. Simple as it is. We share karagana. It's very easy. Good. So link them together. We call it as what? A relationship. Relationship helps you to share the data among each other. Sounds good. Nice. එතකොට මේ share කරන්න you will take one column and put it to the other side. So ආගේ ID number එක තමයි හැම place එකේම use කරන්නේ. That ID number will have your name. Yes. That ID number will have your address. That ID number will have your bank details. That ID number will have your ownership details. That ID number will have your health report details. That ID number will have your criminal reports. That ID number will have your immigration details. Everything is there. Clear not? Did you understand? So you can link it. How do you link it? We don't take any column and put it. We take the most unique column. So in a database, we do have a lot of columns. In that, the most unique column for all of them, the most unique column, okay, is known as, okay, The most unique column is known as what? The primary key. The most unique column is known as the primary key. Example, in this table, student name is primary key, student ID is primary key, project ID is primary key. Name won't come because in a classroom there are a lot of Umar will be there, lot of Zainab. Okay, there will be lot of Mustaq. There will be lot of Hafsas. There will be lot of mm, Abdullah. There will be lot of Khawdinne Tawinne. Umair. So Gudaka in the same name might have. So name is not unique. Ehemana, okay, we can go for combining columns together. We call it as composite primary key, CPK. CPK. May I can be composite primary key. Composite primary key. Composite primary key. When there is no unique column, you might join it. So, well, in class, if your friend's name is not unique now, we might combine with his father's name to make it unique. Okay, yes. That we call it as what? A composite primary key. Student first name plus last name together. May dekama join karot, you will be able to get the unique value. In history, we used to add the king's name plus the year because same king might be in multiple years. එයාගේ නම් තියෙයි. එතකොට අපි ඒ දෙන්නව join කරන්නේ කොහමද? In this way. තේරුණාද? මෙයාට කියන අපි composite primary key. No problem. අයියෝ. මෙතන දාන්න ඕනේ S no. මෙතන වැරද්දක් තියෙනවානේ. Thank you, thank you. මෙතන දාන්න ඕනේ මම S එක. S2, S3, S1. Randomly them. Sounds okay? Right. Sometimes we might take the primary key from this table and put it into another table. We call it as what? A foreign key. FK stands for what? Foreign key. A primary key of another table. That is known as what? A foreign key. See here, I took this SID here. So therefore, this SID is the primary key. But if I take it to the other side and refer it, may I be foreign key. The same primary key comes here to link it. We call it as a foreign key. Shall we sum it up again once more? I'm not doing questions today. Full theory ka lesson karla dena. Next week we are going with all the questions. Okay, have my question I'm karana pulame. Trust me, okay? Right. So shall we go with Rama summary again once more? Okay, database is a collection of data. You can have data, collected data electronically or manually. Manually in a notes, electronically in a gallery. This database can be arranged in different ways. We call it as a model. One such model is relational database model. One such model is relational database model. It is where you convert the data into a table and link them. Tables are hadala and you link it. That's what we call it as relational database model. You link them together. Sounds okay? How do you link it? You take a column and put it to there. For an example, the WhatsApp PK, if I'm planning to send a link now, I take the link from one website and put it in WhatsApp. So you will be able to go to that link directly. Like a link now. I don't need to copy and paste it again. The whole website is unknown. Just the link is enough. So how do you link it? By the column. Linking happens code using columns. Right? So in a table, the most unique column is known as the primary key. That's the middle one. Okay, that's used to find the most unique column in a table. If I use the primary key somewhere else, we call it as a foreign key. Sometimes you might not find a primary key, so we have to join columns together. Okay, we call it as a composite primary key. In these two table, which one is the foreign key? Student table, student ID is the primary key because that is unique. This student ID is used here. Therefore, this is foreign key. Student ID in project table, foreign key. Student ID in student table, primary key. There, Radha. Sounds okay? Done. Awesome. Paka. Okay. Finally, a database where we will be also entering different type of data. So we call it as data types. What is data types? Defines or separate defines the type of data entered. Defines the type of data. Okay. When a primary key is used somewhere else, foreign key. Okay. In another table, foreign key. PK made using two columns. CPK. Right. I'm replying your doubts also. Composite primary key poddak explain karanda. Okay. Primary key of a table, the most unique column of a table, primary key. Your NIC number, your driving license number, your passport number, your telephone number. Unique. Composite primary keys on if there is no passport number, if there is no ID number, if there is no driving license number, if there is no employee number, if there is no book number, if there is no unique numbers now, you might join two columns to make it unique. If there is no student ID, I can join first name and last name, that's unique. If in history, if there is king's letter, if there is no unique code now, you can join the king name and the year. That will give you okay unique. That's composite. Sounds clear? Awesome. Pakka done. Data types, the last one, defines the type of data entered. In a table, we can enter different type of data. So we have a data type divide karagana පුළුවන්. We can divide these into different types. Okay, I can divide them into different types. Number one, in a in a table, I can enter a number. It defines the type of data. We call it as number. In a data table, I can enter a text. In a database table, I can enter a value. Number value in a currency. In a database table, I can enter date. So these are the four different types of data type. Data type defines the type of data entered in a table. Data type defines the type of data which is entered in a table. Overall database syllabus. Okay. The overall database syllabus. Sounds okay? Clear? We started off with database. Database do have different models. One such model is relational database model. And those relational database model, they used to link it using keys. And finally, relationship. බලන්න තේරුම් නැත්නම් doubt එකක් අහලා තියන්න. I will reply it to you. Okay, right. Okay. Couple of questions. Okay, sir, will I be able to explain about object query forms and reports? Sure. Okay, we'll come across that. So, object queries and reports. Nice. Another thing, done. So, can you explain about electronic and okay, manual database? Sure. Let's get into the next two things. Hope you all have finished it. Another time at the end of the thought cock. Okay, good. So a couple of things. Number one is going to be on queries. So in database, you can also run queries. What do you mean by the term queries? Like any statements. Okay, if you wanted to run request query එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ like a request එකක් තමයි we call it as a query. A kind of a statement that you can run. Once you run these queries, especially in query, a statement. Okay, a query will give you an output, and that output is known as a report. Example, okay, think about a scenario like this. Okay, at school, the principal comes to the section head and telling, okay, by today, I want to get all the students' report, those who have got absent for more than 4 days. That's a statement. And the sectional head will start to go through with those records and he will be giving a report that these are the students have got absent. So report is basically the output, query is the statement. So මේ query එකට තමයි අපි කියනවා SQL කියලා. When you go for A level you learn it. Okay, but JIT එකට එච්චර මුකුත් නැහැ. So basic a query is a statement and report is an output. Sounds okay? Report defines as what? Output. Under the section database. So if we link CPK, what it calls foreign key. It's also primary key, but it does not have one column. It has two columns. That's what we call it as composite primary key. Okay, एक column දෙකක් තියෙනවා. That's the only difference. Okay, any people accounting people? Okay, these days we can see it in status that all y'all seniors are கதறி டீகிறாங்க கதறி டீகிறாங்க okay seniors are கதறிfying especially with the paper till the paper is bloody hard කියලා කියනින්නා okay today IT paper ಇದೆ okay so they didn't come still පාපම් okay so paper එක අමාරුයි කියලා accounting students ලට they are like අමාරුයි okay they are in the depression mode ලියகிறாங்க let's see okay. So how will they usually test in database for JIT? We'll do the questions. They will give you a database. They will give you a scenario. Model paper එක බලන්නකෝ. Model paper එකත් එක්ක I will do the discussion. Okay, model paper එකත් එක්ක I'll be doing the discussions in there. So this is the second section on the mind maps. Okay, අපි ඒක questions කරමු. So this is the overall theory. The same thing which I have given to you all in the note, short note වගේ දීලා තියෙනවා. ඒකත් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට refer කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Perfect. Done. Nice. Good. Okay. So now all of you guys have using different names hinda. Okay, most of the people who don't have your own personal names together nati hinda. If you all have, you all can also rename yourself. Let's go with the Q&A session. Okay, so it's going to be a data versus information. Okay, so however, will anonymous to you all are with numbers. So even I don't know who are you people. Okay, walang dandinati hinda. So all of y'all, those who all have joined okay to this meeting with only all numbers in, so thought of having a small interactive session. Okay, so walang okko mevela anonymous. See, y'all try to manadi kanda okay, try to rename yourself with some code or something number kadagante. Okay, don't have rename with your name. So I'll ask a question from you. Okay, the question is something very simple like this. You all are going to reply to me to everyone dande. So it will be interesting. Personal yavandepa, so everyone will dande. So it will be interesting. The question is something like this. I'm also going to collect data from you guys. Okay, so we're going to have an interactive session. So you have to reply to everyone. Personal dandeva, everyone. Rename yourself with a number. ඔගලන්ගේ නම ඇවිල්ලා rename කරගන්න number එකත් එක්ක. Now if your names are there, if you don't want it, නැත්නම් දාන්න ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. Because I wanted to be anonymous. Make it anonymous. Like any page you put it, some tomato, potato, incident put on பிரச்சனை. Right. Good. Let's get it. So the question is this. Assume that you are going to die in another 3 days. Assume that you guys are going to die in another 3 days. Okay. Right. If you're going to die in another 3 days, okay, and you all have okay three wishes, what are those three wishes it's going to be? But we'll make it very interesting. You have only one wish. Okay. නැත්තම් ගොඩක් type කරන්න ඕනේ. So you get only one wish. So think that you're going to die in another 3 days and you have only one single wish. What is that wish is going to be? So can you type the answers in everyone? Okay, everyone, Damo Balamu, you all have three wishes and you're going to wish before you die. 3 days, okay? And you have only one wish to ask. Okay, right? But don't do you can't wish for extending the death and everything. Eh? So let's see what are the wishes you all have. Only one wish is there. Okay, barbecue chicken fly around the world. Nice. Okay, we'll see. Okay, you all have only one wish. Can we also write your answers? Pabum in a fun way. Balav go over the granny. Okay. Okay, let's see fun wishes, eh? All the wishes. Okay, yeah, try it your answers, we'll see. Low. Travel the places I want. Okay, so you all have only one wish. Try to give your answers, we'll see. Okay, all the wishes, Tino, and you all have one wish before you die. So what are those wishes? Okay, let's read it. Let's read it. Let's read it. Okay, extend the death by 40 years. Okay, நான் சாவ மாட்டேன் எனக்கு சாவே கிடையாது. Confess. Okay, going and confessing that whatever you do, fly around the world, go around the world, die. Sir, what is the wish? I'm dying. Die. You are going to die, however, die in 3 days. அதே ஒரு விஷயம். Clearing all the datas. ICT, wish to time travel, exploring, forgive my sins, call everybody I hate. I jadi eh. So I'm going to call all the people at one single place. வெச்சி ஏச போறேன் சார் வாய்க்கு வரதா அப்படி பேசிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் அப்படி செது பேத்துரு becoming the wealthiest person swimming in the ocean. Okay, my wish is to die and that dying is going to be swim in the ocean. Traveling all the places, wish to become an anime character, get more wishes. You just lost that, okay? Eat all my favorite food, die today, get my mom again and live in peaceful life, travel around the world, fly to South Korea. Uh-huh. Okay, BTS, no? Okay, want an Aladdin genie. Adata wish to release all government data and secret. Aiyo. Okay, fly around the world. Okay, experience the most adventurous thing. Going to South Korea, unlimited money. Okay, attain peace. Build a house. 3 days more every time I about to die. Okay, favorite person. Kill one bugger. Sir, I have that one person, sir. Let me kill it. Okay. Okay, restart my device. Someone has sent me personally. So delete my browsing history. Mary Emma Watson. Adafamide. Okay. Separate all cringe lovers in upcoming days. Interacting with my close people. Oh, I wish to tell my brother don't touch my stuff even before after dying. Going to keep bomb. So these are different type of wishes you are wishing for. After that, sir, I wish to marry all four wives, sir, before I die. Very good wish, na? Okay, nice, nice. So we got a wide collection of data. Nice. Coming towards the next section. Okay, let's get into the next part. That's going to be around the topic called as JIT. So let's get into the next topic. JIT mind map. Okay. We are going on to the topic called as okay softwares. Okay, we all use softwares, no? Api day to day life, wala api hamo use karna software. So set an exam paper on fire. Okay, so we all use softwares. Okay, now I'm gonna go with all the alphabet letters A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z. Hari. Now, okay, we're going to go through with an alphabet game. All of us together, a alphabet game. Okay, maybe alphabet game. Okay, you all are going to tell me all the softwares in the letter which I'm going to tell. Starting from app software or app khari monahari ka kiyanda. It's an interactive session again. Okay, I'll start with letter A. A software that they have in letter A, we can say Adobe, Alibaba, Apple Music, Android. B. Send it to everyone. So amount of that. B. Okay, me WhatsApp here B. Softwares that Bing. We have Botim also. Okay, C. Canva, nice. Canva, ChatGPT, CapCut, D, Daras, Duolingo, nice Duolingo. வேற என்ன இருக்குது டீல அவ்வளோதானே டி Daras. Unong gut nante D hari email sandwich. Okay. eBay, very good. F, obviously Facebook, everyone knows it. FG, Gmail, Google, Gallery, Guat Selunida. What is that app used for? Guat, Guat, H, Harry Fly. Mm-hmm. Actually, very happy. Hatchap, okay. I'm not able to topic. Everyone knows it. Instagram, IG, J. Apps or software that begins with the letter J. Java, Joomla, okay. Jaguar, okay. Java comes in there. K, K. Kahoot, Kahoot, Coco, nice one. L, Kind Master, okay. It's an app to edit, no? LMS, line camera, L. Line camera. M, software that begins with the maps. Monopoly, My Dialogue app. N, Messenger. In app that begins with the letter M. Netflix. O, Notion. O, Opera. Omegle. Personal message that Omegle kila. Oracle. P, PowerPoint. Play Store, Pick Me, Pinterest. I love Pinterest. Q, Quora, Quota Silundida. Quick Time, very good. Well, these days, okay, I just saw a small Battukutin set on one. They are playing a game called as okay, Roblox. Anyone who played that game? Oh, fun, na, eh? Okay, but okay, is Signal, Snapchat, Skype, T, Telegram, TikTok, U, Uber, Tinder, okay, Uber, Unity, okay, Viber, good, Viber, W, WhatsApp, X, XApp, Y, Xbox, Yahoo, and finally Z, which we are using it right now, Zoom. Okay, so these are application softwares which we use it in our day-to-day life. So we're going to categorize these softwares into different categories and types also. Softwares we are going to categorize into different types. Number one, softwares we are going to different categorize according to the type. We are going to differentiate according to price. We're going to differentiate according to market. Okay. Market. Then we are going to differentiate according to price, market, type. It was the interface, softwares according to user. Okay. According to the type of the software, there are two application softwares, or we do have system softwares. What are application softwares? These are type of softwares. They are designed to handle user task. Okay, designed to handle user task. Users के task එක තමයි මේවා හදලා තියෙන්නේ. Users ලට වෙනුවෙන්ම හදලා තියෙන app එක තමයි මෙන්න මේක. We call it as application software like Uber, WhatsApp, okay, Uber, WhatsApp, ඊට පස්සේ Viber, okay, මේ වගේ. Handling users task. System softwares, on other hand, they are designed to handle hardware, designed to handle hardware devices. Mouse, keyboard, वगैरह දේවල් handle කරන්න තමයි they have been designed. Okay, like operating system, okay, virus guard, මෙන්න මේ වගේ දේවල්. We call it as what? System softwares. Softwares which are designed to handle user tasks, software which are designed to handle hardwares. Okay, right. Next one. According to user, we have single user softwares or you have multi-user softwares. Now, if you take Gmail wage gattot, these are multi-user. Gmail, say we have Zoom. These are multi-user softwares. Multiple users are handling. Single user software is like VLC, Photoshop. Single use, only one user can use it at a time. Okay. Then what is the next thing we do have? Softwares according to interface. We have two things. One is GUI, CLI. What is GUI versus CLI? පොඩ්ඩක් image එකක් පෙන්නන්න. GUI කියලා කියන්නේ you will have graphics, whereas CLI meaning you have all buttons and commands. Revising with diagrams. See? මේ වගේ තමයි තියෙන්නේ. You will have it in this way. CLI and GUI. This is command line. CLI. This is GUI. Okay. Graphical user interface. Command line interface. Graphical user interface and command line interface. So you can use graphics to interact, you can use commands to interact in there. So we have both CLI and GUI. Sounds okay? Clear? Awesome. So what type of devices gives you command line? Microsoft lagyawa MS-DOS කියලා. That's a command line. Microsoft Windows is Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 10. That's graphical user, right? Okay. Next one. Interface එකේ දෙකක් තියෙනවා. Right? Interface එකේ දෙකක් තියෙනවා. According to user, according to interface, according to type, according to price. We have open source software, which is free. Then we do have closed source software, which is also we call it as proprietary softwares. Okay, command line interface and proprietary softwares. හරි ස්පෙලිං එක කියන්නම් proprietary කියලා කියනවා. Proprietary softwares. These are what? Paid. Now YouTube, it is paid. But ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ service එක free දෙනවා with advertisements. Netflix do give, you have to pay some subscription monthly. Okay. Canva, you have to pay it on monthly subscription. Okay. Then we do have what else you do have softwares in there? Okay, Photoshop, you have to buy one-time license. Okay, you have to buy one-time license in there. It was a Windows also you have to buy one time license. Okay, so again we do have what? Open source, closed source, free and paid. Android is free. VLC Media Player is free. GIMP is free. Canva is paid. Okay, Photoshop is paid. Windows is paid according to price. According to market, we have two things. One, ready-made softwares, which is already made available in the open market. One is tailor-made softwares. එහෙමත් නැත්නම් custom-built softwares. Ready-made softwares and tailor-made software. What is that exactly? Okay, softwares වල දෙකක් තියෙනවා, ready-made and custom-built softwares. So softwares do have both free and paid version. Spotify by default it is paid, but to attract you guys they are giving a small free version. Free version එක ඇවිල්ලා attract කරන්න එන්නේ. Free නම් free දෙන්න ඕනේ. ආයේ ලොවෙත් නැති වෙන්න ඕනේ. Okay, features අඩු කරගෙන එහෙම නැහැ. Free now it's completely free, but Spotify is not a free version. It's a paid one. To attract you guys, they are giving free version. Okay, here. Zoom make up 40 minutes, 30 minutes, then make a paid version in the ready-made is something like where the software is already built, available in the open market. You can purchase it like an arranged marriage. Yeah. Okay, where you can select from a biodata, select the person, you talk to that person, get married. That is ready made. But love marriage is like tailor made in there. Tailor made software as well, you find your own person. அது தலையெழுத்து மாதிரி பார்த்து you find your own person, you fall in love. வீட்டில் சொல்லி உம்மா உம்மா வாப்பா கடிச்சு வாப்பா செருப்பால் உம்மா கடிச்சு அதெல்லாம் அடிச்சு கொண்டுட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் they get married in it. Okay, unnegada we call it as okay open source or closed source right. Free ready made and tailor made so ready made softwares which are already available in the open market. Canva, Photoshop, okay, Word அப்படி. Tailor made so that we make it. Sales system, who uses a sales system? We don't use it. You need a sales system on in it. Okay, people who has a shop needs a sales system. Who needs a student registration system? Okay, student registration system. I don't need a student registration system. Okay, people who are having a school might need a student registration system. They're not. So among these two, I'll ask some interesting question. Try to reply. We'll see. Okay, among these two, okay, ready-made and tailor-made. Okay, arranged marriage and love marriage. Among these two, which one do you think takes more time to develop? Oh, hold on, Aja. Okay, tailor-made. Which one takes more time? Among these two, which one is expensive? Ready-made or tailor-made? Arranged marriage or love marriage? Expensive. Tailor-made is expensive. Ready-made, it's easy. You don't need to propose or anything in there. You just go tell that you like that person and then get married. Among these two, okay, which one will give you high customer satisfaction? Okay, tailor-made, exactly, nice. Among these two, okay, which one will give you support and maintenance? There is a problem, they will come and support. tailor-made will never give you support da. நீ தானே முடிச்சாய் நீயே பார்த்துக்கோ. Ready-made will give you support. வயசு என்ன சொன்னா Canva do give you update free. Photoshop they give update free. Word they give update free. But you are installing a sales system. If you want an update, you have to pay because that software is only made for you. Did you get it? What විතරයි software හදලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ හින්දා they don't give you support. But Canva has given for millions of people. So හැමෝටම issue එකක් නම් they have to get okay they have to update it. එහෙම නැත්නම් people will not buy their software. තේරුණාද? Got the concept in there? Nice. Okay, let me okay, sir, when you talking, okay, nice, nice, okay. So we will be getting this because yeah, we will be providing with the recording. Any questions? Okay, let me check. Any questions you have suddenly got a doubt at all good, right? So shall we have a summary again? Softwares are set of instruction that perform a certain task. Perform certain task in your computer. Perform a task in your computer. Right. According to user, single user software multi-user software only one user can use it, multiple users can use it. Application designed to handle user task, system designed to handle hardware. Command line graphical user, free and paid. Spotify, AK, it is a paid version. Free version in Spotify free version, they allow you to play the song only. You can't even forward it. Madding they will be having an advertisement in the middle also. Then you have according to market, ready-made and tailor-made. You make the software for your own purpose, ready-made and tailor-made softwares. So hope you all have understood under the section called as operating system software. Can you copy down this too? Okay, so replying your doubts one by one, Anitaya, if you have any questions, let me know. I will be clearing out your doubts. Okay, okay. So my what about the software? We have both paid and free version. Spotify is paid. If it's free now, 100% should be free. Okay, personal doubts Kathyamano. Interface and user again. Sure, let me explain it once more. Interface and user. MS-DOS is a version, okay, which will give you the command line. Interface and user, I'll explain it again. So how will be they ask questions? No worries, okay. We'll learn the theory first, and then when you're learning the questions, you will understand it. Okay, so couple of questions. Explain the interface a bit. So let me go for it. Interface is the way you look at and interact. That's we call it as an interface. Right now, in an operating system, in a software, there are two ways we can interact using buttons. You can interact where you will have graphics in there. We call it as a graphical user interface. Sometimes certain okay, universities, certain institutes, certain military service, so that you won't have this kind of interaction. I can like you make a good memory gun already. So if you have buttons and graphics and color, more memory is consumed. So if you want to develop a system with very less memory, now you go with commands like this. So in here you have only type. You can't okay, basically have buttons or drag drop karana bear. There is only a typing. So CLI is a version you enter commands only. GUI with graphics. Is it clear? Okay, then there was another question from another student. Sir, can you explain about the users? User is how many users are active in this system. So if we take Gmail, millions of users. Canva, millions of users. Okay, Apple lage services millions of users. So multi-users is softwares. Single user, only one user will be there in that system. There won't be any multi-users will be there. Sounds okay? Clear? Right. VLC is a kind of an okay media player. VLC is a kind of a media player. Another name for okay, another name for tailor-made is known as sorry, another name for ready-made is known as off the shelf. Okay, give me some time. Let me clear all your doubts. Okay, done replying your doubts in there. Under pricing, two subtopic is open source and closed source. Another word for closed source is proprietary software. Okay, do we have any questions before we move to the next part? So let's get into the next section. Awesome. So the next part is going to be, so we went on with so far. Okay, third diagram, we are moving on to the fourth one. Fourth one is going to be again JIT map, mind map. Okay, how do you feel about this mind map concept? Is it good or like was it able to understand properly? Hulu on there, how do you feel it? Next one is going to be talking about the computer memory, CPU and memory. Good. Right. Next, we are going to go for it, a computer and its memory. It's easy, no? This is the style I'm just trying to introduce for our revision class also. It's easy, like you're very clear on studying what is it. Okay, next topic is going to be CPU and memory. Okay, a computer is made up of okay electronic component. So we do have a memory device, and we also have a processing unit is there. CPU is also there. CPU is the unit which allows you to process the data. So for an example, if I take the computer like this is the motherboard, main interface. Okay, this is known as the CPU. It actually it's not the கழட்டி களவாண்டியாச்சு but in the component நாங்கள் CPU சொல்லுவோம் central processing unit which is capable of performing all sorts of computation, right? We call it as the central ஐயோ in the central processing unit. I'm trying to write it. We not in there. Okay, awesome. Good reviews. Thank you. A great study hack. Okay, central. I know about you guys are very lazy to study. So I'm trying to give you in the most easiest way. Okay. So this is a component called as the central processing unit, a unit which allows you to process data. And then we do have memory devices. Okay, storage devices with kino. Right. In a computer, we do have majorly two types of memory device. We have primary memory and we do have secondary memory. Primary memory is kila kiyanne, okay, internal memory. Memory that is internally available on your computer. So this is the CPU. I'll come for this internal. Then we do have secondary memory, which is an external memory. Internal to the computer, there are two. One is this chip. We call it as the RAM, which we come and attach it here. Okay, internal memory, we call it as RAM and ROM. Random access memory. And then there is a chipset. Chip. This is the chip. This chip. We call it as the ROM. One is temporary, one is permanent. Random access memory and read-only memory. RAM is volatile, which is temporary. Okay, temporary. ROM is non-volatile, which is permanent. So we have temporary memory and also permanent memories. Good. Right. Temporary and permanent. Happy? Good. So RAM, if you come across, it's a type of memory which used to hold all users' data temporary. What is this temporary? Example, now if you take, you have an external data in your computer, external memory, memory hard disk. We have an external memory like this. All the data from here will be taken to this. Example, I have my bag. My bag so I take data and instruction from the bag and I keep it here. So that is, we call it as what? The table is going to be temporary. So RAM used to hold users data. So hard disk ki users data tiyaganno. ROM is a device which used to hold system data. So we have users data and we have system data. So RAM and ROM. Secondary memory, there are three types. Magnetic drive, magnetic drive, optical drive, and solid state drive, which used to store the data using a magnetized medium like hard disk or floppy disk, which used to store the data on a CD or DVD, which used to store the data on an SD card, එහෙමත් නැත්නම් pen drive. These are the three different types we do have. Sounds clear? Right? So again, can you explain RAM and ROM once more? Flash drive with pen drive, එහෙමත් නැත්නම් flash drive. Thank you for that nice compliment. Right. So RAM and ROM again, can you explain it to me? Yes. RAM and ROM. In a computer, we don't have any internal memory. Okay, in a computer, but internal memory is mukutna. So there are two types of internal memory. One is RAM and one is a ROM. RAM is a device. RAM is a memory device which used to hold all users' data. ROM is a device which used to hold all system data. RAM stands for random access memory, whereas ROM stands for read-only memory. Access memory, whereas ROM stands for read-only memory. whereas we have read-only memory. Sounds okay? Paka understood? Right. Then we do have a CPU, the central processing unit. It's a component which is made up of three parts. A CPU is a component which is made up of three parts. The first component is the unit which will be allow you to perform calculation, ALU, CU, memory. So CPU also has made up of three parts: arithmetical logical unit, control unit, memory registers. Good. What are those components, sir? Okay, ALU is a component which is capable of performing calculation. Control unit is a component which allows you to give you the commands. And memory register is a component which will be able to give you the storage. These are the components. Sounds okay? Main memory is also known as the random access memory. Main memory kada tavanamak kiyanawa random access memory. That's the main memory of your computer. So this one. So can we have a summary again? A computer do have a processing unit and a memory device. Processing unit is known as the CPU, central processing unit. We also called as the fourth generation of computer, also known as microprocessor. එහෙමත් නැත්නම් CPU. Okay, a CPU is made up of three parts: ALU, CU, memory registers, which allows you to perform calculation. ALU control unit will perform commands, and the storage. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. This 4 will be done by ALU. This 2 is basically the control unit. They are taken from memory device. Think about again, when I enter 2 plus 2 and the system will give you 4. That 4 is computed by whom? Okay. Okay. From the ALU. Plus is given by the control unit. That 2 is taken from the memory. Input killer. Sounds okay? All clear? Nice. Perfect. Shall we copy down this section also? If there is any doubt, feel free to ask and clear it out. We'll see. All right, okay. So hope you all have completed on that section also on the computers and memory. So let's get into the next one. That's going to be about digital circuits. Right. So GTK mind map. Let's get into the next one called as GTK. Next one called as digital circuits. Okay, what do you mean by the term digital circuits? So digital circuits refers to as the circuits which are used within a computer. What is digital circuit? Basically, circuits which are used within a computer. Those circuits are known as IC, integrated circuits. We call it as IC, integrated circuits. These circuits are used to build your computer. So example, මෙන්න මේ විදියට බලන්නකෝ. මෙන්න මෙතන you do have small කරුපු කල chip තියෙන්නේ බලන්න. පොඩි chip තියෙන්නේ. This is a motherboard. මේ තියෙන්නේ පොඩි black color dots. So this is we call it as an IC. These are known as IC. This is an IC. This is an IC. ICs තමයි තියෙන්නේ. Right? So this is what we call it as an IC, integrated circuits. These ICs uses what signals that uses digital signals. These ICs uses what type of signals? Digital signals. You also have analog signals also. Now, what is the difference between an analog signal and a digital signal? Electricity used to go through analog. That's the reason current has no limit. Current can go in any spectrum. It can go high as much as possible and low. It can go in any high ends. It can go in low. So high පුළුවන් තරම් යනවා. Plus 5 voltage, minus 6 voltage, plus 12 voltage, minus 100 voltage, like ඕන තරම් යන්න පුළුවන්. So මෙතන power consumption is what? Very high. An analog signal වල power consumption එක high. එහෙමනම් we can use digital signal. In a digital signal, the power consumption of a digital signal is low. Why? The same current now will be represented only on two states, either on or either off, either on or either off, either plus voltage or either zero, on and off. So we have a limited power supply. How to explain you that? Think about like this. There your vehicle. Vehicle A, you have a gear. You can put the gears and you can drive as much as possible. You can go faster, but you won't be able to go much farther. Why? Because the petrol usage will be lot. Petrol goda consume karno. There is another vehicle, vehicle B, where you have only two buttons. First button is drive, the other button is stop. If I press drive, the vehicle will go on its own speed. එතකොට we know this amount of current තමයි ඕනේ. මේකට වඩා වැඩිත් ඕනේ නැහැ, මේකට වඩා අඩුත් ඕනේ නැහැ. This amount එක තිබ්බොත් මට ඇති I will be able to transfer. So එහෙමනම් මේකේ power consumption is low. So integrated circuits uses digital signals. Digital signals is a combination of two states, either on or either off. Either on and off the තියෙන්නේ. Good. So using this circuit, we have built different type of electronic components. The first component is known as a NOT gate, AND gate, OR gate. NOT gate, AND gate, OR gate. Right? In a NOT gate, you do have inputs, which is a voltage, and then the output will be an alternative of a voltage. It will change. I'll just write randomly. There is an input voltage, and the output also will be an alternative of a voltage. Voltage එක මාරුවේ. There is an input of a voltage. It will change it. මේකට තමයි කියන්නේ අපි digital signals කියලා. Sounds clear? We call this one as what? Digital signals. Sounds okay? But if you're going to talk about the voltage, that's going to be a physics class. We are not going to talk about it. We are going to talk about what? The input using a constant like A and B. We'll use A and B to represent the voltage. So the output should have a sign. No? For a NOT gate, they use a bar. एक bar का use करना. For an AND gate, they use a dot. For a O gate, they use a plus. So that's how they mark the input and the output. That's how they mark each and every circuit's input and the output. These are voltage changes. But we just mark using it. This expression, we call it as a Boolean expression. What is a Boolean expression? Refers to as the output of a circuit. Sounds okay, right? So example, they might give you a component like this, a circuit like this, and ask you, what is the output of this gate? What is the output of this gate? So there are two circuits with two switches. A goes through a NOT gate, gives you a bar. B comes here. A O gate will give you what? A plus. So how you show the change of the current? A and B, A plus B. P and Q, P plus Q. A bar and B, A bar plus B. Sounds clear? This is how we have it under digital circuits. Can we copy it on this section too? All right, okay, good. So can you explain me this once more roughly? Yes, yes, yes. Nice, nice, sure. Okay, let's me take it on to the last section. Okay, that's going to be analog digital. Okay, let me explain you once more. Okay, next second section is going to be about digital circuits. Okay, here we will be talking about electronic components used in your computer. These electronic components are known as IC, integrated circuits. These ICs are made using digital signals. They communicate using digital signal. Now think about these digital signals are like dollars. Okay, analog signals are like Sri Lankan rupee. Both does the same thing, but the way they are representing is different. ICs uses digital circuits, which uses digital signal, which has a low power consumption, whereas analog signal have high power consumption. To make it very simple and easy for you all, okay, think about like this. Okay, I have an beautiful, nice engine. Okay, think about this engine. Okay, now this engine has an analog meter and a digital meter is also there. Okay, are you the engine? Where is it there? Okay, so we not it in the okay. Now this engine, okay, it is speed decker to control it. I have it here. This small joystick, I have control it. Where I can increase the speed as much as I can go, and I can also reduce the speed. But the dalapin another. I do. Okay, let me check whatever I'm doing. Should be given to a direct current on a jadi. Okay, make it play it, if I increase the analog speed increase karam मैं fan a fast character. Okay, in this the speed can be controlled as I wanted. Here if I increase the speed throttle like increase karat, okay, it will go in maximum throttle and it will have consume more power. It's a circuit which can be controlled externally and it will take more power. Did you understand that? Ever analog signal or as analog devices it is depending on the external factor. So if I change it, it can consume more power. Make another, there is a switch. There is a switch. This is digital where I can just turn it on and keep it. May I wait speed I have three switches. One, two, three. තුනක් තියෙනවා. එකයි දෙකයි තුනක් කියලා කඩන්න පුළුවන්. Three speed. මෙතන ඔයා කොච්චරක් මේවා කරත් he has a very limited speed එකක්. So ඒ speed එකේ තමයි එයා එහෙම යන්නේ. එයාගේ own speed එකේ තමයි it will be going on. This we call it as what? This we call it as digital. So digital it's a type of an electronic component which uses digital signal and has a very low power consumption by obtaining only a very limited amount of power. So it has 5 watts out at I don't want more than 10 or 20 hemana. Externally you can't control it also. Now in this switch, if I turn it on, make it about a fast and this is the maximum speed. So it has a discrete value. This is the amount it will go through. Digital. Another example, I have two cards, a credit card and a debit card. Credit card, I can swipe as much as possible with unlimited balance on. I don't know where I will stop. But debit card, I know only this amount I can swipe. So limited. Power limit kar lagane. So that's digital. So digital circuits, well, we have different type of gates, AND gate, OR gate, and NOT gate. These are the different type of circuits. These circuits do get input and also provide output. The input are mentioned in voltages. So we use A, B, C, D because I'm not going to talk about voltage here. A circuit it intakes voltage. We'll say plus 3.5 voltage minus 4.6 voltage. Voltage tamai ganni. Output also will be a change in the voltage. But we are not going to refer the voltage. Instead, I'm going to use A. Instead, I'm going to use B. So we're going to talk about A, B, C, D. కింద මේ කතා කරන්න යන්නේ. මේ voltage එක ගැන කතා කරන්න, but instead we'll talk in A, B, C, D, E, F, G වගේ දේවල් තමයි we will be talking in here. තේරුණාද කට්ටියට? Understood? වැලිංචා? Yes, yes, yes. More than enough. Short notice, more than enough. Awesome, good. So that's under it, okay, under the section digital circuits. We are also coming towards the end of our theory, okay, first part. Okay, I thought online will but then it takes time. So we will also have a small another section which I'll record and upload it, where we have another two more chapters to talk about. That's going to be number system and Excel. Make it recording එකක් pre-record කරලා නැත්නම් I'll be doing a live session mostly tomorrow night වගේ. You all also can join the live session in there. I'll keep you all updated on a second session on this theory. අපි ඒක continue කරගෙන යමු. තව පොඩි part දෙකක් තුනක් තියෙනවා to cover up in theories which I'll be also continuing. So that comes to the end of, yeah, HTML is also there. Number system, Excel and HTML. මේ තුන් තියෙනවා complete කරන්න, which I'll take another extra session and complete with you guys. Hopefully, okay, inviting all of you guys to come and join for that too. So it's inclusive in the package, my discussion, theory, everything included. Okay, so you can also inform your friends, those who are planning to join for the JIT seminar. I hope you all have understood today throughout in there. And this way of learning is a trick, it's a hack that everyone can learn it easily, quickly, efficiently. We'll also do papers on next week. Happy karamu. But ඒකට ඉස්සර මම ඔයාලට number system, Excel and HTML වල recording එකක් හදන්නම්. We'll also have another session to cover up all these three sections too. That comes to the end of our session for today. Okay, if you all have understood now, drop a message to me. Okay, තේරුම් නැති අය නම් ඒකත් message එකක් දාන්න. තේරලා තිබ්බොත් give some compliments in there. Okay, hopefully see you all in our next session with a paper discussion on December 2nd. See you in the next discussion to complete on number system, Excel and HTML too. Bye bye. Alada kawal. Assalamu alaikum. Take care. Have a nice day. Meet you all in another session.